Outlook has a lot of options to configure how emails are arranged and displayed. You may wonder what that has to do with productivity and why this is part of our course. I believe it's very relevant, because for each email that you receive, you need to decide what to do with it. Delete it, read it, file it away, process and respond to it. Since I assume you get a lot of emails, an optimized setup can speed up this process and make it a bit more efficient. So let's take a quick look at the available options. Here you see the Outlook default settings for the email view. This is how it will look like without any changes to settings. The sender is displayed quite prominently and of course the subject. I've configured my display quite differently. You can see that on the right hand side. Less space is consumed per email, so there is a bit more content on the screen. For me, this provides a better overview and better sorting capabilities. Of course, this is totally subjective. No need to do it one way or the other. I just wanted to make sure that you are aware of the possibilities and can decide for yourself. So the view is structured in 3 parts. On the left, the source for the email list is selected. We'll look at this later in the course. And then in the middle section we have the emails as such, with sender, subject and date. And on the right hand side there's a preview of the selected email that also allows us to directly edit and respond. In case you're interested to know how you would set up your view like this, I'll show it during the next 2 minutes. Otherwise, just skip forward to the end of this section. So we are in the inbox with standard view settings, and now we'll transform this view step by step to the more compact one. We first select view and then view settings. In case your view looks totally different, you can always get back to default settings via the Reset Current View button down here. Okay, and now let's go. The largest difference is caused by a quite hidden setting that you can change via the other settings here. Down here you can choose between the compact layout and the single line layout. You see, as soon as I switch to a single line layout, okay, you see that the view already looks quite different. All information per email is now shown in one line and therefore consumes less space on the screen. This also enables quick sorting via from or subject, although I usually have this view sorted by received to have the latest emails on top of the list. The group by is also an interesting setting. You can set this in view and then by selection of a grouping criteria. In that case, make sure to activate the Show in Groups checkbox. Here you see grouping per date. Decide for yourself if you need it or not. And then let's look at formatting. Usually unread emails are displayed in this highlighted format with bold font. Here you see the difference between a read versus an unread email. You could also change this. Go to Conditional Formatting and uncheck this formatting rule here. Now the highlighting is gone. I prefer it this way because I'll check all emails in my inbox anyway and find this highlighting rather a bit distracting. Again, this is of course up to your preference. And then finally, if your screen size permits, it may be useful to display the preview pane here. That will save you the effort to open and close emails. I usually work like this. You can even directly respond even without using the mouse. Just hit Alt-R for respond, type your text, and Alt-S to send. For larger emails, where I need more room, I'd open the email and edit or read it in a separate window. And finally, there's another small improvement if you want to save space here. With the right mouse click on the column, you can remove this. Here again. That leaves a bit more room for the real content. By the way, you can now save these view settings via Change View and then Save Current View as a new view. And this dialog would also be the place to switch between different view configurations. And here's the last tip. What you can also do in the view settings is to select a bigger font size for easier reading. This is in Other Settings and Font. In case you modify this, you will also need to adapt the font sizes in your active conditional formatting rules here. Otherwise, you will end up with a mix of fonts in your inbox. I hope I could provide some valuable information for you in this video. It is part of my online course Time Management and Productivity with Microsoft Outlook. This course covers methods for time and task planning and how to effectively apply these principles with Outlook as a tool in your everyday work. So if you want to dive a bit deeper into these topics, I'd recommend this course for you. And you'll find a link and a discount code right below in the description. Hope to see you in the course.